It's like a huge fuck you. It's like, oh, well, you know what? Your friendship ship sucked ass. It couldn't hold it up in the new world. Fuck you, Frankie. Your dream sucks. We have to build a better ship. You gotta love me, you gotta back it. Lovester's a 10 out of you, don't you grab it. This video is brought to you by T-Blocks. Enjoy the content now, but stay for the shilling later. Welcome to Lobster Magnum Friends. I'm here with my buddy Zavel.
Yo.
And we are here to talk about the weirdest chapter of One Piece in a while. Because, like, you know, it's chapter 900. Oda has this, like, you know, really cute color spread of, like, the Strawhats, and they're all hanging out and having fun. And he pulls out probably one of the darkest chapters we've seen in a while.
And then the 1,000 Sunny fucking sang. Fuck you.
Fuck you. The Germa are dead. They're shot together, you know, to death with magic bullets. All the fishermen pirates are
upset the German are dead. They're fucking Nazis.
The whatchamacallit, the fishermen pirates are boiled alive. So
okay, that is disappointing.
So
I kind of miss that weird giant. I don't even fucking remember his name.
Watsumi, I
think?
think?
Yeah, Matsumi. I'm gonna miss the giant onion-headed monster. He was kind of cute. I feel like he couldn't really do anything wrong the same way that Hachan couldn't do anything wrong. They're both too fucking stupid.
Well, he was a bad guy.
To really be held accountable for their actions.
He was like briefly a bad guy back in like Fishman Island.
Yeah, and fucking so was Hachi back in Arlong Park.
Yeah,
but again, it's basically like telling your slow kid brother to like go over there and spray paint something on the wall, and then he gets in trouble for it. He's just like, you know, I know this is not your fault. I'm gonna blame the person standing next to you because he's a jackass and should know better.
So, well, here's the big question. Like, we know that, like, how much, do you think this is like a vision of Big Mom's? How do you think Oda's gonna, like, you know, justify, work around it? Or do you think that there'll be some permanent consequences from this? Oh no, I lost you.
Weird.
Oh.
Fuck, and you're gone.
No, wait, I'm back.
Okay.
Can you, I see you now.
I don't know. This is such a weird fucking chapter. Like, I could see so many things, like, maybe, like, the 1,000 Sunny just limps out, just, like, so battered that they have to set down for repairs for a while.
I do legitimately
it's been a
like...
while since anybody died, so maybe they have to get in... That would be fucking fantastic.
What, if they're...
kind of, like, consequences. If they have to get a new ship because they wrecked it, because it's... There are fucking consequences to doing something that amazingly stupid, like go piss off at Yonko in her Tori.
Yeah. There is like part of me that's like just like
Without
that. There is a part of me that's like rooting for like something to stick. Like I would be very happy if the 1,000 Sunny was like destroyed beyond repair, and then they have to like upgrade to like their final ship for the last leg of the series.
I feel like it's a little soon. Like, the only reason I would be disappointed is I'd like that to happen a little later, because I got a lot of time to get used to the Going Merry. It was a lot of fun. It was cute. And then the 1,000 Sunny hasn't really been there all that long.
It's been there more longer than you'd think. You just don't think it's been there that long because Dressrosa was so fucking long. Because think about it.
Right,
The Going Merry died like around... you know, chapter 350, give or take, and, you know, now we're like 900 chapters, so we've had, like, fucking easily 600 chapters of the 1,000 Sunny.
Alright. So, yeah, maybe that happens. I would at least Sun Pirates die. Or I at least want Germa 66 to be lying in a pool of blood.
I think they deserve it. They deserve something.
Like the only something, motherfucker, something.
Yeah, they've gotten a little too
like,
scot-free.
God, I mean, maybe this is a vision, though I don't
Well,
think it is.
you
Fucking
know what it could be?
chapter.
You know what? One thing, like, now that what strikes me as the most possible is the fact
Theoretically, it could be editing her memories.
that's one thing. Putting edits or memories, so that's how the Straw Hats gets away. Number two, Luffy's using his new advanced observation hockey to see briefly into the future. So then he sees this future.
Oh, Jesus Christ,
Yeah, you forgot about that, right?
Yeah, I forgot that Luffy now has psychic fucking powers.
So I can sort of
I
see
don't
that.
really know what to do with that, since I really don't know what to fucking do with that, because I like, out of all the things that are just like kind of a little broken and OP, that is gotta rank up there as one of them.
You don't like
Just like, imagine Goku who could also see the fucking future. That's bullshit. Like, I was like, even Dogtooth only managed what 6 seconds into the future,
like a few seconds in the future.
which isn't fucking amazing, but not quite as broken, I guess. Still pretty fucking broken, but still. Like, Jesus Christ, I don't fucking know. I'm hoping some of it sticks.
Yeah. I do like
the most, or maybe this could be the most George R.R. Martin turn of events of all.
you know, it'd be really amazing.
And Oda just goes, "I've been fucking with you. The series is over."
Or two other options. You still there?
Right. What do we got?
All right. So my two options are this. Option number
I'm
one.
still here.
Whatchamacallit? Dogtooth picks up Luffy's hat from the destroyed Sunny in the water and says, "I'm gonna continue your legacy. I'm gonna become king of the pirates."
Oh my god.
Option number two: Luffy's hat, drifts all the way to Wano, and then Law picks it up, and he's like, "I have the will of D. I have an L in my name. I will continue your legacy, Luffy. I am the new captain of the Straw Hats."
But I'm not gonna wear it because this just really fucking clashes with my outfit.
I already have
keep it in a glass case.
I already have a hat.
I already have a hat.
I already have a signature hat. Fuck you. But I will preserve it and give it to Shanks. Like we know neither of those are gonna happen, but like there's part of me that like would love Oda to like have those balls that big to do something like that.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like that would just be kind of bad storytelling for obvious reasons. I don't know what the fuck to do with this. Like, I honestly don't know how the fuck he's gonna like pull a fucking magic rabbit out of his fucking ass and fix the absolute clusterfuck that he just made.
Yeah.
I feel like literally anything I suggest has just as much chance as anyone else's dumb fucking suggestion to turn out to be right.
In terms of like how Oda will play, I was really surprised. I felt like 900 chapters.
Do they have any energy left for Kuda Burst? Do they have any coal left for that? Because maybe that's how they get out. Is like the flag ripped off and they just like did their usual Straw Hat exit and just dipped the fuck out.
Maybe, but that's a possibility. Because, like, that's what I was expecting. In Chapter 900, they get out, like, what a more quintessentially Straw Hat celebration thing than them to, like, escape from a Yanko and then run away. But instead, Oda was like, "I'm not having it. I'm just going to make this as dark as hell." Which, on one hand...
It's kind of nice. We haven't had one of those for a while.
Yeah, that is true. And not that, like, One Piece is, like, necessarily a dark series, but I do enjoy it when, like, Oda's just, like, like, pulls out his teeth every now and then.
Yeah, it is. That kind of what makes the rest of the series so interesting and special is every once in a while you just get kicked in the nuts out of nowhere.
Yeah. And he does a really good job of, like, going for those, like, really big emotional punches. And because the series has been going along for so long, they hit it really hard.
Yeah.
And I would love for something to stick. If anything's gonna stick, though, I think the best chances is like the Sunny takes some sort of form of irreparable damage, and they either have to upgrade it significantly or they have to get a new ship. But like, the only reason why I'd be against that is I feel like it invalidates Frankie's quest, because Frankie's dream is like
It really does.
it's like a huge fuck you. It's like, oh well, you know what, your friendship ship sucked ass. It couldn't hold it up in the new world. Fuck you, Frankie. Your dream sucks. We have to build a better ship, even though you had that like special atom wood that you made it out of that made the Thousand Sunny supposedly so special.
Maybe it's just so busted up that they need to like improve it or something. Like I don't fucking know. Like maybe they finally decide that this is the time to invent the armored fucking battleship.
Well,
just imagine that the next like couple chapters are Frankie just turning the Thousand Sunny into like a fucking armored paddle a la like 1900.
Well, it almost does remind. I think I've told you about this. There's this old whatchamacallit Dreamcast RPG that was like brought onto the GameCube and PS2 called Skies of Arcadia, and basically it's like, to me it always struck me as like the closest thing to like a One Piece RPG game that ever came out. And in it, like, you start out and you have, like, this shitty little ship, and then eventually you, like, upgrade to the point where you have this, like, armored battle cruiser, and it was, completely badass, and it was, like, fucking steampunky, and, like, that's the kind of thing, like, I got my fingers crossed that I'd love to see, like, become the next Straw Hat ship.
I mean, maybe that's the point, and maybe it's not just going to be the next Straw Hat ship, but maybe, like, since Frankie keeps improving stuff, including himself, maybe that's the next goal, is he tries to improve the Thousand Sunny in a meaningful way.
Yeah, because like I do like
instead of just like he like just like takes a nice slap to the face. What the fuck are you doing?
I'm trying to turn on these stupid motion sensing lights that always go off.
Why the fuck do you have those?
Don't get me started like a stupid legacy, but go on.
Sure, fine, whatever. And he like, takes a nice slap to the face, and then realizes he needs to buckle down and not invent shit. Like fucking robot have any weapon. It can fire on its own, or a fucking dinosaur tank.
Wait. Oh, and then like he improves his like metal skills and doesn't make useless shit like his fucking robot that he has to like peek out to shoot weapons out of.
Amazing if he has to salvage all the shit he made to repair this thing has like a deck cannon and it's just like all kinds of ridiculous bullshit bolted onto it.
Well, it'd be really amazing. Like, let's say they get the Straw Hats make it out. 1,000 Sunny's like crippled. Then Frankie goes to work on improving on it, and then they get into a big fight with Kaido. And then Frankie comes in with like an improved 1,000 Sunny with just like fucking super laser beams and mounted Gatling guns that shoot cannonballs and just all this crazy shit.
Yeah, because like. All the Straw Hats have gotten like major upgrades, but the ostensibly the like invisible Straw Hat really hasn't. The Thousand Sunny has gotten like some kind of neat little trinkets and shit, but nothing really important that anyone is going to use aside fucking Islandar. They're not gonna pull that goddamn tank out of their ass ever again. I really doubt it. No one is gonna fucking care. So maybe Oda decided this is the point where he has to like buckle down and make something really cool to facilitate their journey in the new world. But again, I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know what the fuck is going on at this point.
Yeah, well, in some ways,
maybe they like bathe it in the blood of Phil ritual takes place, and now it's like haunted by like 1,000 fishmen ghosts.
Like I was like really impressed with how dark he went for this chapter. I guess the real question of its lasting impact will be how much of it like actually lands and how much he tries to retcon in like the next chapter.
Yeah, although I have an important question.
Yes.
This is like a really fucking terrible question. Do the Thousand Sunny kind of smells like fish stew?
Just because it's bathing in this boiled ocean of dead fishmen.
Yeah, I just see it like, God, it smells like something between like pork ramen and fish stew. What is that? It smells delicious.
And then Jinbei just looks sullen and just, don't speak of my people like that.
Yeah, I just like see Luffy just like, what is that smell? It's delicious, and there's just like this long awkward pause.
That's my entire crew that gave up their lives just to help you escape, you motherfucker. Although, you know what I'm kind of like morbidly curious about, like to see in like fan fiction or whatchamacallit, what's it called? Dojin form, like a story of like where like Whitebeard hooks up with Big Mom, and then they just produce these like super children.
Oh God, please don't suggest that. Someone might actually do it.
like maybe not so much the erotic part, but like I just want to see like what Whitebeard Big Mom's child would look like.
No, I don't.
You don't want to know? You don't want this like super mega hyper?
No, fuck you, Jesus Christ, no.
You don't think?
I don't want to imagine that.
Just like something that would just like destroy the world.
Yeah, probably. Although, what do you think is gonna happen to Big Mom now that she's eaten this fucking cake?
She seems pretty.
She's like finally gonna calm the fuck out. That might be my other solution. That might be how like they she eats the fucking cake and is just so happy about it. She's like, fuck it, I don't care anymore. I got what I wanted. Everybody call it a day.
Well, that's what it seemed like.
I feel like that might be in. I feel like that might be in character for her. It's like she finally finishes just eating the entire cake, and she's like, all right, okay. I mean, this is really all I wanted out of this is an excuse to eat wedding cake. I don't care that Sanji and Pudding didn't get married. I got what I wanted. Go home. Just go home. I don't care. Get out or I'll eat you.
You know that's what I kind of thought was going to happen up until we got like the death montage of like everyone dying horrible deaths while she's like singing her song about how she's so great and everyone's nice and lives in a kingdom of peace.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I definitely love the idea that like Luffy got his nose bloodied and like Big Mom's lived up to the hype, and like it definitely does feel like one of those arcs where like, you remember when CP9 beat the shit out of Luffy?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Like internally in his like stupid little dumb Luffy logic, he'll sort of understand that like this is the Yankow level. This is what I'm gonna have to deal with when we have our big fight against Kaido. And then he has like Gear 5 Ultra Snake Man Hyper Psychic Power something or another.
I hope it's something cooler than Gear 4, because, man, Gear 4 has just been kind of disappointing so far.
Well, I liked Gear 4 initially when he used it against Doflamingo. I thought it was a really good design. I don't think, Doflamingo deserved that power-up, and I guess you could argue that Gear 4 is kind of, like, lost its luster considering the fact that, like, he couldn't beat one of Big Mom's commanders with it. It didn't really do much against Category. Again,
it's I don't know. You've heard my bitching about Dressrosa and how I thought Duffy should have been, as opposed to what he really should have been more of a behind the scenes manipulative villain rather than just like drag out murder fast.
Yeah, and I totally agree with that. I don't think Doflamingo was handled very well, and having like. And even if Gear 4 itself, him using that to beat Doflamingo was a poor choice, I still thought the design of it was actually pretty neat. even though it probably should have been better for like a more punchy fist person.
Yeah. So all right, what are we rating this thing?
Because it defied my expectation, I'm gonna give it a 9. I enjoyed this chapter. Do you have any specific thoughts, or where do you fall on that spectrum?
I don't know what to do with this. Like this could turn out to be great, or I could just be really pissed about it the next couple weeks.
Yeah, that's the problem.
I'm gonna give it a provisional 9 because usually you know exactly what to expect and exactly where this is going, even if you don't like it.
Yeah, I mean, you're right in the sense that, like, you know, if it just feels like they survive, or it's like really bullshitty, or it was just like a vision of Luffy's head, that's gonna feel like a complete fuck you. But, you know, I just hope he does half and half. Like, oh, maybe some Germa died, maybe Ichi and Niji died, and some fishermen died too, and the Sunny's also in horrible shape. But Luffy managed to get out because they did a coup de burster. Jinbei had, like, them fly on a giant whale shark.
You still there?
Yeah, I'm still there. Are you still there?
Yeah, all right.
So,
yeah,
provisional 9 for you?
Yeah.
All right, so, you know, those are our thoughts on the big monumental 900th chapter. See you in 2 weeks since One Piece is on break again. Oda gets his well-deserved rest as he leaves with one of the bigger cliffhangers he's done in a while. And thanks for hanging out with us as we talk about the ongoing saga of the Straw Hats. 100 more till we get to 1,000. That's going to be a fucking day. 2 years from now. 2 years.
Oh, Lord. All right.
Do you like clothes but hate shopping? Then T-Blocks is the subscription service for you. But I know what you're thinking. But Lobster, how is that any different than Loot Crate or the other subscription services? Well, T-Blocks sends you t-shirts, which is clothing, which is actually useful, unlike the useless swag junk that Loot Crate keeps peddling on gullible schmucks. And this isn't just knockoff brand crap. T-Blocks hooks you up with licensed shirts for all the stuff you love, because you need clothes. How else are you going to keep your puny human man flesh protected from the elements? T-shirts are useful for any occasion. Wear them, give them to friends, give them to enemies, knit them together, make a quilt. T-shirts are life. And you know the best part? It'll only cost you $6.99. That's right, you can get 12 shirts sent to you for once a month for only $6.99. And you know what? If ultra cheap licensed goods are too basic for you, then there's also the Community T-Block set, which features original designs from the best up-and-coming artists, so you can keep that hipster street cred. But I'm here to save you even more money! Use the code LOBSTERTBX at checkout, and you'll save 10% on any order. Be a t-shirt wearing god amongst mortals. Use the power of the most expensive seafood to get you the cheapest t-shirts now!